This call is officially being recorded.
Yay! Welcome to Team Call Wednesday night. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. I am Nikki, and I'm really excited to be leading tonight's call. We have some really good shares and successes and personal development, everything to pass on to everybody that I hope you are going to take some fantastic notes and definitely get some good inspiration out of tonight's call. So a little bit about who we are and what we do. We are Fit Life coaches. We are focused on 80% nutrition, 20% fitness, and 100% mindset, right? So we are coaches all over the country. And really quick, I would like to kind of see where everyone's calling in from. So I'm calling in from St. Louis, and I know that we have coaches all over the place right now. So let's kind of touch base and see where everyone's calling in from. So if you come on really quick and just tell me where you're calling in from.
Yo, you want to
So everybody can say we're from Yo and Alicia in Long Beach.
What's up, bro?
That is someone at Derby practice. Beautiful.
Yes. I'm in DeKalb, Illinois.
Awesome.
Where we got Richard? Where are you calling in from?
Calling from Sentinel Hill.
Yay! And those of you that are on the phones that are calling in, if you are, if you're off mute, go ahead and give us a shout out and where your name and where you're calling from.
Judy Garden Grove.
Yay!
Teresa Montebello.
Hello, hello.
Woo! Julia, Teresa.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So welcome to the call, those of you that are new and prior coaches. I'm really excited to have you all on the line. Tonight's call is really about bringing us all together, welcoming all of the awesome new members to the team, and really getting to know what is going on where you are, what each individual is going through, what really good and good stuff that everyone is kind of piecing themselves into, and what you're being a part of, what you're contributing to the community, and of course some gratitude as well. So I want to start off the call with some successes. Each week we go through and whether it's something as far as welcoming a new team member or starting a local fit club or just getting out into the community and talking to people is a success for us. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in really quick. I would love to welcome 2 new members to the team. One of them is Regina, which is Sabotage, a Derby girl in Alaska. So I'm really stoked to have her on the team. She just got started on her nutrition program. She's really excited to skate faster and really just break the nutrition into her family as well as one more member. Her name is Saudina, and she actually started coming to one of my local fit clubs here, saw others that were getting results, and just got started on her nutrition program as well. So I'm really excited to welcome those 2 really awesome ladies to the team. And I'm excited to see their progress in the next couple days. They are beyond stoked and are already in great communication with me. So I'm really excited for that. So with a show of hands, who would like to share next on something that they've gotten to be a part of or welcoming new members? Go for it, Chrissy.
Hey guys, it's Chrissy out in Long Beach. More on the health results side. So if you guys have new health results, we want to hear those like crazy right now. I actually, in the last week, I've been back at my plan, super stoked. I just made a new declaration, so I'm declaring it to you guys right now. I have booked out a photo shoot in 90 days, and so I'm taking and declaring that in the next 90 days, I'm going to get in the best shape of my life to do this amazing photo shoot. So I'm super excited about that. And then also wanted to welcome a couple awesome new team members, a couple awesome new ladies that have gotten started on their plan. Shelly and Chris, welcome to the team. Gloria, so fired up for you. And then Amber Hutchinson as well. We're so excited for you guys. Just to be getting in the best shape of your life, not only here in Long Beach, but also in Australia and around the world. So congratulations. And, oh my goodness, my dog is going crazy. I want to give a very, very special shout out to one of our amazing leaders, Mara Cook, and her husband, Mark. They just hit their very first cut of active supervisor, which is a really big deal. As a coach on the team, we're just so excited for you guys. So health results like crazy right now, and amazing things happening for our coaching team. So congratulations.
Yay! That takes me, that I have to come back to I have something else I wanted to add to it. Anybody that is calling in, is there anything that you all would like to share? Anything that you've become a part of, new, starting your nutrition program, a new friend? Did you meet anybody new? Anything you'd like to share with anybody that's calling in right now?
Health results can be anything from a pound loss to more push-ups, y'all.
Yes.
Hey, this is Joe. I'll share. This lovely lady and I our health goals are in line right now. We both want to gain lean muscle. And I just weighed myself yesterday, and since last week, I am up 4.3 pounds.
Yay!
And body fat remained consistent, stayed the same. So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's one of the hardest things for people to do sometimes. And when it's accomplished, it's like the world is like, yay! I have a few things I'd like to share with a couple of people. So each week we do weekly weigh-ins, like just for the whole entire team. And I have Terry's down another 2.4 pounds in the past week. Amber's down another 2 pounds. I have one of Erin, a friend of mine, her name's Erin. She's dropping weight, but she's great. She's losing so many inches. She's one of my inch losers instead of my weight losers. So Jamie, one of the other, I have a lot of teachers that are really figuring out how to combine their schedule now with starting school. School just started here, and so it's a huge step for them to really transition into something new that they're not used to doing, since, a lot of them just started their plans over the summertime. So huge congrats to those guys. And then a few more. I have Amanda, who's down 3 pounds this past week, Christy down 4 pounds, and Tasha, who's down 6.5 pounds. So all those ladies, congrats. You are all doing phenomenal. And does anybody else want to share really quick before we head off? Colin?
I do, actually.
Go for it.
Well, what I started doing, since everybody's doing the ALS challenge, and calling people out, I just started calling people out with like a burpee challenge for this week, and tagging people on Facebook, and it's going pretty well.
That's awesome.
Fun. What a cool idea.
That is a good idea. I'm going to have to probably steal that from you.
Yeah. You should tag Nikki in it. Call Nikki out.
Just not right now. Wait till after Saturday.
Okay.
Call me out. I'm down. Call me out. I'll be down for it. Awesome.
I think Sierra might have unmuted herself to share.
Sierra, did you want to come out?
I'm sorry?
Go. Hold on. Wait, we're unmuting you. Hold on, Sierra. There you go.
Am I good? Okay. I think the biggest thing for me is I've really been sticking with my nutrition plan. I bought those little funnel things, and so I make sure that I have my shake with me. There's no excuses anymore. Like, there's none whatsoever. It makes it so much easier. I did it the other day at work, and when I did it at work, someone was like, "You're still doing the shakes?" I'm like, "Yeah, how do you think I'm keeping off my 35 pounds? Like, I'm steady. I'm keeping it off, and I'm continuing to lose." So I think having that and seeing people with my pink backpack and filled with all my Herbalife goodies, they're like, okay, this is legit. I got to get on this. So I got hopefully 2 new signups at work. For sure one. She's really excited. She's been injured at work, and so she's looking to start to lose weight. as well as increase her energy because she has 2 boys. One's going into 6th grade, 7th grade. So she's definitely like has her hands full now, like with teenage boys. So like super stoked for her and just no excuses. Like that's just been my motto like the last 2 months. No excuses whatsoever. So
Yay! Yay! That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Great. Awesome successes, guys. That was I love all the journeys and love listening to all of the, like, it's just so inspirational for not just myself as a coach, but for each individual that comes onto the line as well. Along with our successes, we work on one of those things called mindset for those that are new, that really, you know, we don't get our nutrition great until we're all set to go in the mind. And I think a lot of that has to go along with is, you know, being grateful, and grateful not only for the nutrition program, but grateful for those that have led us there and who have guided us with those meal plans and who have helped us through really hard times, for those that, you know, have struggles and in getting things to the right path for them in their nutrition program. So there is a very huge gratitude that I would like to give out really quick. I have a coach. Her name is Amy, and she's one of my newer supervisors. And I have every ounce of gratitude for her right now, because for some that know, I have a figure competition, my first one coming up this Saturday. And she has been there the whole 4.5 month journey that I've been on. And the other day, when I literally all emotion came out of me to finish my workout, she's right there, and she's been a huge support. So much gratitude and love for that woman. And I do want to pass it along. So if anybody has gratitude that they'd like to share, something that they're thankful for, I'd love to hear it. And I know as well as the rest of the team. So show of hands, somebody off the line want to come off, you're more than welcome to jump on. Anybody? Go ahead, Sierra.
Am I on mute?
Nope.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm super grateful for Carrie because she's totally adapted the no excuses with me. I'm also super grateful for her that the days she can, she runs our fit club for us, as well as we met some new people in the next town over that are also Herbalife people. And we actually saw their car at the STS. And so she met them, she ran into them when she was at a park out that way. And so she's actually there now, like, just kind of building that relationship so that we have somebody else to go with us to the STSs, so that way we can just kind of join in the whole Herba family. And I'm just super grateful that we're able to have those connections with people and just from everywhere, even though may not be our sidelines. Like, it's just a whole one team, one mission feeling. It's like super awesome. So I'm super grateful for her for just totally rocking it and just being no excuses, full out. So
I love that motto. Hey, it's so addicting. Congrats.
It is.
That is really awesome. Congrats. Anybody else like to share?
We want to hear from someone on the phone.
Yes. Anybody on the phone want to come off mute? You can hit *6 to come off of mute, or just unmute yourself. Ooh, I see unmutes. Go for it. All of the phones came unmute, but no one's talking.
All right. Well, we love you.
We do love you.
You're grateful for things.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, go for it.
Hi. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Mara. She's really helped me with all my ups and downs, and I just want to give her a shout out. She's a great coach, and I'm really grateful for her. That's it.
Yeah, you and all of us. We are very grateful for her as well. Okay. I think that's about it. Good? Okay. So to lead into tonight's call is our amazing mentor. I absolutely love this lady, and her and I go hand in hand, and It's crazy that we're very much alike. It's really scary. She's really amazing, has very much knowledge, and I'm excited to hear what she's got to say tonight about some really good personal development. So I'd like to hand it over to our global expansion team, Kristin Adolfi.
Yay! No, I'm all cheering for myself. What's up, guys? This is Kristin out in Long Beach. I'm super excited for tonight's call. I actually had something completely planned, and then I threw it all out the window after I had a call today with who is going to be one of my new accountability partners, who's really helping me powerfully set up for this photo shoot that I was sharing about a little bit ago. And, you know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about consistency and really like what makes the difference, and why is it that, you know, some people are reaching their goals and some people don't reach their goals, and some people reach them faster than others. And he said something to me that like just smacked me in the face. So today, if you guys are open to it, this call is going to be interactive. So I'd really love for you guys to be, you know, listening from a space of not only listening, but listening from a space of sharing. So really, you know, think about, as we're talking about this stuff, how does this relate to you? And then I'm going to ask some of you guys to really share like what you're hearing and what you're getting from this. So long story short, I've been at Herbalife for 5 years. I absolutely love the products. I fell in love with them with amazing energy. I got the first week into the business. And from there, you know, I really like, I'd always, you know, I'd lost that first couple of pounds and I was feeling good, but I always wanted to just get like crazy ripped, right? Like I've had great performance results on the products. I've taken my mile from a 14 down to a 7-minute mile or 6:40-minute mile, all kinds of stuff. And so I've finally decided, like, you know what, this is it. Like, this is the next 90 days. And so today, like I said, and the post on Facebook, you know, we're going to talk about like, how do you get the results? And the first piece of that is, number one, is the decision. Like Nikki and Sierra were saying, no excuses, line in the sand, deciding it's going to happen. And the decision will only last if the why is strong enough. Okay, so for me, you know, a lot of times I'm like, I really want to get ripped. And then I start on like a lean out. And then like a couple weeks later, I'm like, I really want pizza. And then that happens instead, right? So I was like, well, how can I really hold myself accountable? And I want to give a shout out to Nikki, because she's been a huge inspiration in watching her go through the process of prepping for this show. Right? She set a goal. She set something that she actually financially committed to doing. And at that point, you really have no choice, but like, you're going to do it. And so I thought, well, what if I do a photo shoot? So a friend of mine who's a photographer, she might be on the line, Asia, I love you. She lost 5 pounds this week. I texted her and I said, hey, I want to pay to fly you down from the Bay Area in November and do a photo shoot for me. So it's booked. Like, I'm paying for a flight. It's going to be, the date is going to be booked. Like, it's done, right? She's coming down here with a camera to take pictures of me in my bikini, whether I like it or not. So that's the thing, is for me, I needed some kind of a strong why with a deadline that was like, oh my gosh, no matter what. So if you feel like you've been kind of going up and down and up and down and up and down on your plan, if your goal is weight loss, or if your goal is performance enhancement, right? Have you registered for a race? Have you set a date to get a photo shoot done? Have you done something that you financially, you put money on the line that you're doing it? That's why I love doing the Spartan races, because I've paid for it. I got to do it, right? So I really encourage you guys, you know, what is your thing? What is your date? What is your goal? So really write those things down right now, okay? So then I got on the phone with Arik, and he said something to me that I thought was so fascinating. Because I was telling him I felt like I had too much information, right? We know a lot of stuff, a lot of us, about nutrition. Like, do you eat before you work out or not? Are carbs, you know, do you want to eat a lot of like starchy complex carbs, or do you not? Like, does it, you know, like all of these things, like, and sometimes, does anyone else feel like they're on info overload sometimes? Absolutely. And so I asked him this. I said, you know, I think I know too much, and I think I'm shooting myself in the foot. And he goes, honestly, it's really easy. I wrote this down. He said, honestly, none of it makes a massive difference, right? So whether you wake up and you do a workout before you eat or not, whether you eat a quarter cup of rice or a half a cup of rice, right? Whether you eat 3 cups of broccoli or 2 cups of broccoli. Do I eat 6 ounces of chicken or 2? Right? There are these small things that we like freak out about, like, oh my God, am I doing it right? And he said, honestly, like, if you just stuck to any of them for a 90-day period, I promise you, you would get results. And it was like, oh my gosh, because I think sometimes we get so overwhelmed with the details that we say, screw it. And not knowing the difference between a half cup of brown rice and a full cup of brown rice turns into, screw it, I'm going to order a pizza for 5 days. And so it was just this fascinating, I was like, oh my God, like if I would just stick to anything for 90 days, I'm going to see a result. And he said, now mind you, some of the fine tuning does make a difference between faster results versus slower results. But he said, any of those things that you just mentioned, you're going to get a result. He's like, if you're doing your nutrition program and you're eating healthy, everything else is just details. And so I wanted to share that with you guys because I really think that a lot of times we overthink it because the products are so good and eating healthy is an easy choice, right? Celery 100% of the time is not pizza, right? Like a piece of chicken is 100% of the time not a breakfast burrito. And so it's those small things, like if we're just choosing things that are in line with our goals. And he said it's a process that takes time. And a lot of times it's not necessarily our choices that get in the way, but it's the limiting beliefs that we end up having about, can I really do it? And sometimes that can I do it is what makes us say, screw it. Right? So if you're someone who, let's say, is starting your own business, it's like, oh my gosh, can I do it? Like, can I really support myself? And then we're like, oh, that's too scary. Never mind. Or it's like, can I do it? Can I really get in the best shape of my life? And sometimes the limiting belief behind being afraid of getting super fit is, well, I'll never be able to maintain it anyways. So why should I bother? And so we stop ourselves, and there's these little thoughts in our brain that come up so fast that sometimes they're tricky to catch. So right now, I want you to write down your goal, right? Where are you going to be 90 days from now? So this could be a new health result. If you're a coach on this team, this could be, what kind of an impact are you making in the next 90 days in terms of helping other people get healthy? So writing down those things, so your health goals. And then I'd love for you guys to just ask yourself, what's a limiting belief that I have behind it that's stopping me right now? So think about it and write something down. For me, one of the limiting beliefs I have that stops me is, well, there's too many other events going on. This just isn't the best time, right? The thing that stops me is, well, I got to travel for playoffs and championships. That's, by the way, 2 weekends out of the next 90 days. But being like, oh my gosh, I have playoffs and champs. How am I ever going to meal prep if I'm in Salt Lake City? I better just not do it, right? So we have these limiting beliefs and these things are these excuses of why we're not going to do it. So I'd love to have some of you guys share, what's your goal in the next 90 days? And then what's one limiting belief that stops you from doing it? Maybe someone who hasn't shared yet would be awesome. All the phones, we took you off mute, so feel free to jump
on. Sierra raised her hand, I think.
Awesome. Go for it, Sierra.
All right. So I think I'm going to do a pound a person. So every pound I lose, I have to help a person with their goal. So if I lose 5 pounds, I have to help 5 people, like pound a person. So that's my goal.
Awesome.
My limiting factor is I do overthink a lot of things. And then I think my other thing is I feel like, oh, well, I have to go to work. Like I can't do both at the same time. But I have to realize that I am who I am, and I am a health coach, and that's going to be me for the rest of my life. And I have to implant that in my brain that that's who I am, and that's how I help people. And that I can't say, oh, well, I have work, or oh, I have dirty, or oh, whatever. Like I can't do that anymore. I can't separate. I am one person. So that's that.
Awesome.
I love that goal.
Woo! Yes, Sierra. Is that Julie? You want to share?
No.
Awesome, Julie.
Go for it.
So I'll share 90-day goals. I put plus 8 pounds. I put abs in all caps, and then I put booty work.
Booty work. Booty work.
And I think limiting beliefs is just really all in the details. Overthinking it is how am I gonna be able to do it? How am I gonna stay consistent? Can I do it? So just really holding on to that doubt, because I've never done it before. So it's really, can I do it? And Ash, you mentioned, in terms of fear of can I, is it something I can actually do? So I think just committing to it and doing it and not overanalyzing or overthinking it is what's going to get the results.
Awesome. Love it. Love it. And this brings us to our final point. So number one, thank you, Lisa. Number one is set your goal. Number two, identify any limiting beliefs that you have behind it. And number three is find someone who's done it already and go ask them how they did it, right? Because you don't have to overthink it. All you have to do is go find someone that already did it and do what they did. And then just go for it for 90 days. And you just like having our excuses go out the door, right? Because not following in line with it just shows that you don't care that much, right? You don't actually want it as bad as you say you do. The level of commitment that it's going to take you to reach your goals is like something that you've never experienced before. Because if you've experienced it before, you would have already reached that goal. And so, we're all here to support each other. So take these limiting beliefs, your goals, and then asking, has someone done this before that can support me? And let's post them on the team page. Like, let's support each other. I promise you someone has reached your goal before you. And let's just really go out there and get it, right? So let's see, is there anything else? I had a couple other things. Oh, and it's human nature to want to avoid accountability, by the way. So if you're like, oh my God, I set this goal, but I don't want to tell anyone, it's totally normal. But so it's human nature to avoid accountability. There's something in your brain called the hypothalamus, and its job is to tell you to stay safe. Its job protects you from dinosaurs. It's what kept us from being eaten by saber-toothed tigers. So anytime anything feels scary, this little part of your brain tells you not to do it. But don't worry, I promise you if you get abs, you're not going to get eaten by a dinosaur. So go ahead and thank your hypothalamus for sharing. And well, Yo is kind of like a dinosaur, and he might in his weight gain program, everyone. But so acknowledge it. Acknowledge the fear that your brain has, and then just go do it anyways. I promise you, you're not going to die eating broccoli and getting abs. And it's going to be great, and you're going to be real happy about it. So with that, you guys, I'm going to turn it back over to Nikki to close us out. High five to Tammy Fernandez, who just texted me her goals right now on my phone. So talk about immediate action. Who else is in immediate action right now? Let's go.
Hey, no texting while driving.
No texting while driving. All right, Nikki, I'm turning it back to you.
Awesome. So inspiring. And it goes right along with what I'm going with through right now. So you guys do the steps, right? So set the goal. What is it that you're working for? What is it that you want to work for? Second of all, what is that limiting belief that is stopping you? And you know what? Face the fear. Find someone that will help hold you accountable for it. Okay? You didn't get to it overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Get over the limiting belief. And a lot of people say it's easier said than done. Tell someone. You have an accountability partner for a reason. Right? Goal. Over the limiting belief. Fear of acknowledge it, and find an accountability partner. All right? Hope you all have a fantastic evening. We will see you next Wednesday night on here, same time, same call-in number. If you'd like to stay in for our post talk, our coaches, we kind of get together and we talk about our post meeting. So we would love to hear some feedback if any of you would like to stick around. It'd be a few minutes. Have a fantastic night, and hope you all just see you next week. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, stay here and stay on for a hot sec. Awesome. Okay.
Stop recording.
I am.